Good day, everyone. So, still working at home. So, I decided to start setting my own seeds, and I posted up earlier on what type of seeds to try and grow. So, and I realized what I was doing, and you had to figure out how I was going to do it. So, let me show you what I did. So, I made a little setup here. These are my folding tables. So I placed them with the Pro Mix, the tables, and I stacked them one on top of the next. And I started filling them in with soil. And I dampened them before and started to get ready to set my seeds. So I like this little setup here. So I have my upper rack for storage, and my lower rack for setting. I have my chair, my fancy chair. I have all my styrofoam trays. I have my Pro Mix. I have my seeds ready to go in. So I decided to grow parsley, bunching onion, and curly leaf parsley. Well, this is triple curl. Right? I had success with growing this before. And these are old prices, by the way. These are not this price no more. When I went and checked, these things are almost double the price now. I had this in the refrigerator for about a year now in a storage container. So I said, you know what, I'm not going to buy these things no more. I'm going to set it myself. So when you set your trays, make sure and dampen the soil before they go in and tap them down to make sure it's settled. You don't want any air pockets in them. What I do, I process the Pro Mix even fine, because I realize you get like little pieces of branches and sticks in it, and you want to at least don't want any clumps developing inside of it. So I'm going to set these, and I'm going to get these done. So that's the easy part, is that after you're doing this, you just pour out your seeds in a plate. That's like a few grams. These packets, by the way, this brand is excellent. If anybody gets this brand of seeds, they work really, really well. It's a few grams you get in, and you just follow the instructions in the back. And I've had success with this. These seeds are really, really good. Also, if you get these gold pack ones from Newman, these are excellent seeds. Also, you get a little bit more. You get like about a quarter of a pound or a half pound inside of them. So that's if you're doing things in a big way. But for home growers, if you get this brand works really, really well. Alright, so I'm gonna start setting these seeds, because when these things grow, they're going into well, not really new, my old PVC system. This is the first system I actually started out with. I fill them in with media, grow media, and I don't even have an irrigation system, so I water them by hand. It's a morning and evening ritual. So let's see what's going to go on. I'm going to get these things done. All right, I like this setup. Okay, ready to start. So I filled in the medium inside the cells. Each cell tray is 120 each, and sounds like a whole lot. So I make sure that the medium is wet. You have to make sure it's wet above and below. So I pre-soak them in standing water for about 10 minutes, and the water from below comes up to the top. I just put it in a shallow container. I just don't have it with me now. So I'm ready to set the seeds. So what I'm gonna do, I got a plate. I have my seeds there. So parsley, you don't have to set them one by one. See how fine the seeds are, right? And there's always concern that the germination rate of the seeds is not 100%. It's somewhere between 85, sometimes even 60%, or even sometimes it's half. So you don't have to literally put one by one. What I do, I take a pinch and put it in each cell. So I have this paintbrush here. So what I'm going to use the handle part here as a small divot to make a space. So I'm going to do this, right? I'm going to place it like this. I'm going to place them inside here, make a small divot like that. Alright? The reason why I do that is because I want the seeds to fall along in that space there. and seeing that the seeds are so fine, they have a tendency, while you're planting, breeze blow and they blow them off, right? And then afterwards, when you set the seeds in, you cover them up with new Pro Mix soil. I want to show you. So I take a pinch like that, and I come to there, and I just put, you're kind of averaging, just a pinch. Don't mind if it's scattered or anything, you're just trying to aim for inside, right? And parsley is the easiest thing to set. Just take your time and you go through them one by one. I usually go a little bit faster, but with the phone here, it's kind of hard to view it and set the seeds at the same time. Right? So like that. Right, and you just take a handful of soil and you just sprinkle it on top. But make sure and break it up as much as you can. Just pass it like that. Right, you're all set. That's where you set your seeds. Just tamp it down a little bit because you want contact between the seed and the soil mix. And that's it. You could water it a second time if you want, but I'm not going to do that. And you just wait within 1 week, 7 days to see if the seeds sprout. If 2 weeks pass you by and you don't see any germination, that means the seeds weren't good at all. So I'm going to show you what I did before. These are some hot peppers that I started setting in. So these you set one by one into the cell trays, and you realize some has started, some hasn't started as yet. Right. After you set your seeds, you want to put them in a shaded area. So I just have it underneath the roof here and away from direct wind. Yeah, they sprouted. And the nice thing with hot peppers, I didn't even have to buy seeds. I just bought a couple hot peppers from my local market vendor. I took out the seeds one by one. You had to wear gloves, and you could either plant it fresh or you wash it out and set it the next day afterwards. So yeah. So I got a 2-for-1 deal. I got to use the hot peppers and I get to plant the seeds. So that's real cool. And afterwards, 2 weeks from here will pass. I'll give you an update in a video. And if you do it properly, because I did chives already, and in 2 weeks time you'll get stuff like this. Now, to be honest with you, I didn't set these. This came from an agro shop in Piparo. I will try and post the contact number for them. Those guys are really helpful, and they grow stuff for me, and I had no complaints. You see how they grow 2 in each cell? That's exactly what I'm looking for. Once you have a big clump of them like this, you have to sort of divide it. You have to take it out, yeah, and you have to separate them, which is a pain. So I prefer when they're spaced out like this, because if you plant them individually, the chives going to get bigger. If you plant them in clumps, the chives will fight. They will fight for space, they will fight for nutrients, they will fight for sun, and they will remain smaller. So that's an excellent tip. So I hope you enjoy this. Right? I'm gonna get these things set out, and I'm gonna get it worked out. Hopefully this will be 1, 2, 3, about 10 trays. That's 1,280 seeds going in today. Thanks everybody. Thanks for following my videos.